Hey guys, what's up? So I'm on my walk home from school right now. That's why there's a dog barking. And I just want to rant about how bad school conditions are. Like, it is actually kind of annoying how bad they are. So, they have you wake up 5:30. I can get over that, right? So, they have me waking up at 5:30 in the morning. So, I can get over that. So, we go into school, and you have to sit on the bleachers, which, okay, whatever. So you have to sit on the bleachers until school starts. So, my first period teacher, so we go to first period, and that room is either really hot or really cold. It's never a good mixture. So you go into the room, and if you have a jacket on, and it's like 90 degrees in there, then you're trying to strip down to your underwear. And if you have just normal t-shirt and shorts on, then you have to like bundle up inside your shirt. Like, the room temperatures are awful, okay? That's where my point was getting. So, we have to sit there for about an hour and a half. And then we'll go to second period, and it's the same with the whole room thing. And then third period, there is a math teacher who I'm just going to call Miss Janet. Janet, yeah, okay. So, Miss Janet, she isn't the nicest person around. So Miss Janet, she not a lot of kids like her. So I don't know if, like, Miss Janet has been teaching for like 17 years. She could retire whenever she wants to. But no, Miss Janet decides to stick with it for some reason. So she sticks with it with teaching, even though she's taught for like 30 years, no lie. So she's taught for like 30 years, and she is the most cranky person I've ever seen. Miss Janet is not very nice. So I was in Miss Janet's class today, and I could have swore she publicly displayed my grades without actually saying whose they were. Which, that isn't too bad, I don't really care. So, so basically, in Miss Janet's class, she expects you to do this amount of work, or you have to do homework, which I'm actually all for that. But I'll be all for that if she actually lets you do your work. Miss Janet's the type of teacher that will go on a rant for 30 minutes. And keep in mind, this is third period, and my lunch is at fourth period. So it interferes with lunch, so we already don't have a lot of time, and third period is a bathroom break at the beginning of it, so you have like no time at all. So I'm just chilling there in Miss Janet's class, and she's going on one of them rants, you know? I think she's like talking about how bad a 0 affects your grades or something stupid like that. Nobody really cared. Nobody was paying attention, except for this one girl that was sitting right behind on me. And oh my goodness, I have never seen a bigger kiss up in my entire life. It's basically, she, like, you know the rhetorical questions that the teacher asks, like, is this behavior tolerated? She's the type of person who actually answers that crap. So not only do I have a headache from the person sitting right beside of me, and I also have Miss Janet screaming in my ear. Like, what is worse? Please tell me. So, Miss Janet's screaming in my ear about how bad a 0 is, which we get it, 0 is a 0 out of 100. Boom, wow, it took you 30 minutes to explain that. And then we have the little kiss-up smoocher over here, and she's just, like, answering every rhetorical question ever, and it's so annoying. So, basically, I'm just like, okay, So, and then she expects us to get all of our work done in like 5 minutes. So, and you wonder why people have a ton of homework and are very stressed out and have to see psychologists in 6th grade. So basically, yeah, and then we go to lunch. And lunch, ooh, them school lunches, I know you've already heard people talk about that, and if you're in school, then you know about them. The school lunches are terrible. They are awful. They are the worst things ever. So the school lunches are awful. And they give you these waters, which, good, give us waters, because they usually only gave us milk and like little like tiny waters, and now the water is the same size as the milk container. So that's cool. Until you actually drink the water. The water tastes like death. I'm sure if you drank 3 of those, you'd get lead poisoning. No lie. So that's how bad the water is. And kids actually drink that. There's like no label on the bottles. I think that's because they reuse the bottles and fill them up with tap water. Yep. That's what's happening here. So basically, the water is awful. And 4th period, the room, other than the room temperature, it's okay. I don't really care too much. And then 5th period is links, which is you just catch up on your homework, which we really have to do, which we don't really only have to do for Miss Janet, because she will not shut her mouth. And then, so 6th period is related arts, I believe, and I have tech ed, which is basically shop class, which is so cool. I know, if you actually got to do something. No, we basically just sit there. No, this isn't even basically. This is what we do. We sit there for 30 minutes and learn about how to read a ruler. Like, geez, it's not that hard. You don't have to have an entire month of experience to learn how to read a ruler. So, yeah, so that class is pretty boring. And then, so it's 7th period gym class. No complaining about that class. It's so good. And then, now it's time to go home. And my bus is not the most pleasant. No, not at all. So, my bus, basically, there's a bunch of kids that are really annoying. And, yeah, that's about it. And I'm, like, kind of like the middle stop, so that isn't too depressing. But what is depressing about is my walk home. I have to walk a mile. What are these school conditions? Please explain to me. I have to walk a mile to get to my house. Come on, man. The least you can do is give me a decent bus route if you're going to make me live. If you're going to make me spend most of my time in this dreadful place of what you call education, nah. This is not education. This is torture. So I finally get home, and you're already, like, gassed. Like, what the heck? And then you have to do normal home stuff on top of your homework for Miss Janet. Like, what? How is this even fair? And also, yeah, this is what you have to go through. You see, on my lunchbox right here, you can't see it because it's on the camera. Yeah, I have to go through a couple bushes just so I can get home. Like, come on. Come on, really? Really, school system? Just stop.